When I was about 6 years old, which would have been in 1976, I asked my dad for a stopwatch so I could learn how to measure time. And I would practice with that stopwatch, starting and stopping the stopwatch at different intervals in time to see if I could improve my accuracy at measuring time. So I would start and stop it at 2 seconds, at 5 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 300 seconds. And I would practice trying to be as accurate as I could on those increments. And I did this for a couple weeks. I got better at it in the same way I think that people who are good at music get better at keeping track of the timing of music. And in the end of a couple weeks of doing this, hundreds and hundreds of times a day, I was able to keep track of 300 seconds plus or minus 2 seconds consistently. And at 30 seconds, I might be off by 1 second either way. And 5 seconds, I was accurate as well. And this enabled me to learn how things moved around me by timing things. And the way I would keep track of this time, I wasn't counting how many seconds things took. But somehow, I think in the same way that people who are good at music don't count like a 16th of a note or an eighth of a note, but they know how long that is somehow. I was able to keep track of time by visualizing a sphere that expands at a certain rate, and that rate was the passage of time. And that's how I was able to calibrate around these experiments with a stopwatch and time. And this enabled me to do experiments with rolling marbles down ramps and keeping track of how long things took and the speed of the marbles as they were in motion. So I'm happy I was able to have a stopwatch when I was a kid.